So...
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck. Dude, you gotta... This isn't the... You gotta tell me this much. This isn't the... Her, is it? Yeah. Oh, my God! Oh, just stop, okay? Oh, but dude, she's fucking... All right, out of my office!
I'll go.
Yeah, I just gotta get my camera first, okay? Yeah, Tommy joins the circus. Asshole. Oh, you'd be doing the same thing if it were me. Bullshit! Oh, that's a lie, and you know it. No, I wouldn't.
So, you are Sandra.
No, it's... But why do we have to go into this? We're on the clock here, guys. Come on!
Sure, fine. But if you two want to stop and talk about the Celtics for 2 hours, that'd be okay, right? Yeah, but when I want to come here just trying to find out what the hell is going on in my relationship, well then, that's something we better talk about later. Yeah, let's save that for a later time. That's pretty...
We don't have a relationship!
Oh, really?
No, we don't! I'm sorry, but you keep saying it. I don't...
You said you wanted to try again. You told me that.
Just to stop you from nagging me! To stop you from calling and going on and on and on about all of this, okay? God!
Okay, fine.
I'm sorry. I just don't. Well, I think she took that rather well. You dick! Hey, don't blame the shit on me. I'm not. It's just that... Dude, why do we have to do this? You know, get all involved with people. Because we're clingy. It's what separates us from the animals. Thanks. That helps a lot. Yeah, I do what I can. No.
I'm glad you told me the truth.
What?
You see, this is kind of my park bench. I come here every day after school. And I've never seen you here before, so if you told me you sat here a lot, I'd have known you were lying. And I don't like it when people lie to me. So I'm glad you did. Because I didn't know.
Yep.
That you were lying.
Go away.
What?
You don't want anything to do with someone like me.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You don't even know my name.
It doesn't matter. I don't know anything about you, and that's perfectly fine with me.
What? I could be someone you like.
No one I like is alive anymore.
You must like someone who lied.
No.
Well, why not?
Just leave it alone. Leave me alone. You don't know what I've done.
I would have told me.
Oh, not this. If anyone knew what I'd done, God help me.
My mommy doesn't believe in God. She says I shouldn't either.
And what do you think about that?
I know. Daddy says God is the greatest thing out there.
Oh, there's a lot of mixed feelings on the subject.
Yeah, but Mommy said that if God really was so great, he wouldn't have taken her mommy away from her when she was little.
Oh, I see how it is. A tragic story of heartbreak and loss.
Hey, I know that one.
Which one?
Tragic. Miss Hampton the only teacher in the whole school with keys to the school stage.
Good for Miss Hamilton.
Yeah, she had to put on a production.
Oh?
Yeah, it was Peter Pan. I paid money.
So I suppose you know how to fly now.
How did you know?
Shh, don't tell anyone, but I'm magic too.
Not just magic, it's me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have leftover flying glitter. Not until you fly.
All right.
So, what's your secret?
Like what?
Secret. What's your secret?
I don't have a secret.
I bet you do. You seem really sad. Usually when people are sad, it's because they have something they can't tell anybody. When they have something they can't tell anybody, it's a secret.
Oh, did Miss Hamilton teach you what the word secret means? You seem to have a profound knowledge on the subject.
No, I've always known what secret means. And maybe you'll feel better if you tell somebody.
Not this one.
You don't know that.
Yes. Yes, I do. And you do, though?
Yeah. Once Billy Parker, he brought a frog in the school, and I saw him put it in his pocket. And he told me not to say anything, so I was super quiet, made me say a whole word all day. And then the froggy made a noise in the middle of the test. It was really big, like really big, like ribbit. And the whole class jumped, including the teacher. And Billy had to tell about the frog, and he told me afterwards that he felt better because of it.
That's quite a story.
Yeah, so maybe you're like Billy and the frog.
I don't think so.
So, are you gonna tell me your secret or not?
Not.
Well, my other teacher, Mrs. Rubinger, says that secrets don't make friends. That's why we're not allowed to whisper in class.
Well, maybe I don't want any friends.
Everybody wants friends, silly. Who would you think?
Yourself?
Well, who would make you laugh?
No one insane.
Well, who would you eat lunch with? Well, I don't think talking to yourself would be very fun. I mean, imagine trying to tell yourself about your day. You'd already know everything you were going to say.
Maybe you just shouldn't say anything then.
Oh no, if you don't say anything, if your tongue goes up and your mouth stays shut, you can never say or eat anything ever again.
And who told you that? Mrs. Applestein, the only teacher in the school who has keys to the school cafeteria?
No, Bobby Flats, my best friend.
Of course. Bobby Flats, your best friend.
So,
My family thinks I'm dead.
what?
My family thinks I'm dead. That's my secret.
Well, why did you get?
Because of something that happened a long time ago.
What?
You wouldn't understand.
I bet I would. I understand lots of things like 2 + 2 = 4, and I before E except after C.
I get it. A friend of mine, me and my buddy, we switched papers.
Papers, like newspapers? I like those. I read the comics on every
No.
Sunday.
Identification papers for the war.
Oh.
Told you wouldn't understand.
No, I know. Is your friend dead now?
Yeah.
Is that why you don't want any other friends?
Yeah. No. I mean, I don't know. It could be.
You know what time it is?
Yeah,
No, wait, I forgot. I have a watch in my bag.
of course you do.
My sister lent it to me. It has the Disney watch with all my favorite princesses on it. And, oh no, I'm late!
You're late for a very important date?
No, just to get home.
Oh, well, how silly of me.
So, I have to go now. But I'll be here tomorrow.
Maybe I will be too.
Bye!
Bye.
Oh wait, I forgot! My mom gave me a peach for lunch and I never ate it. Here, it's for you. Take it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wait a minute, I don't even, what's your name?
Lila.
Lila.
screech to a break, check the rabbit, smoke. You?
Break.
Swerve.
Nuh-uh.
This is you.
These cars are driving me nuts.
One more him, please.
Can I ask you about your job?
Yeah.
Why'd you want it?
You mean this fellowship?
I mean, public school teaching the Bronx.
As opposed to private school teaching in St. Louis.
Isn't that what you're used to?
That's where I worked for 5 years. I never really got used to it. I mean, I never went to the private school. I went to the Cruddy public school. Well, I mean, it was Cruddy compared to private school. It's the Sorbonne compared to where I teach now. But in a private school, what am I giving these kids? They already have everything.
And the Bronx?
Well, these kids. Do you know who I was when I was their age? I was that kid who had the right answer and knew I had the right answer. But I would never raise my hand, hoping the teacher would call on me anyway. Those are my favorite kinds of kids to teach. And here now, I've got a classroom full of them.
Another card.
You should come see them sometime.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, come on, I know you've never even been to the Bronx.
I go there every day.
Fly over.
Okay, that's more than most New Yorkers.
Can I ask you about your job?
Go ahead.
Why the traffic?
Why the traffic indeed?
And then as opposed to journalism or some other form of news reporting?
I'm not a journalist. I mean, I never even worked in TV or radio before I got this job.
So how'd you get it?
My boyfriend, Uncle Tom, worked at the station.
Oh.
I mean, it's the traffic. It's not even the weather. You just ride around in a helicopter all day, tell people what cars are doing.
Well, the helicopter part must be pretty great, right?
Yeah, how great.
Well, if you're all like me, you should get another job.
I can't.
What time is it?
2:30.
Oh, already, is the subway okay this time of night?
You should take a cab.
Well, how much will that be?
About $10.
I'll just take the train.
I have the money if you know.
I have it. It's fine. It's just, it's only 4 or 5 stops on the train.
You're welcome to stay here. I mean, the school's actually so bad, and you can take the train in the morning when it's safe. I'm not getting up for anything in particular.
Maybe Caesar will come sleep with me.
Yes, you can reconcile with your cat.
He's holding such a grudge, he never comes out when I need him.
It took him a few days before he started to sleep with me.
Lucky.
Here, let me get this. I think it's hard. I mean, I've never laid in it before, but well, because I live here. But if it's not comfortable, then you can take my bed. You here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. This is okay. It's fine. This is how you.
Yeah,
What's this? Okay. Just right on the.
yeah, just right there. That's cool. Yes. I think it's comfortable. Do you need anything else?
I think I'm set.
Okay. Good night. Sleep tight.
Good night.
Hey, do you need no?
We did face painting today.
Night.
Sweet dreams. Caesar. 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 Caesar! Is he in there with you?
Nuh-uh. Is that up there for you?
No.
Is he under your bed?
No. Hey, would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
For just like a second, will you just come lie down on the bed?
Yeah, sure.
Since he's been sleeping.
Yeah, totally. I guess we have to convince him we're sleeping.
Right.
It's comfortable.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I've never laid on it before.
It's comfortable.
I got it secondhand.
Really?
$150.
It's cheap.
It's comfortable.
See him yet? Who? Caesar?
Oh,
Greetings from Gods and Bliss by Robert Wing. My actors are Lynn and Marcy.
Think, Portia, think. You're foolish but not stupid. Think about what you win. Don't say that. Never surrender. Win. By God, I'm trying. What do you want me to say? Don't say anything. Think. I played my hand. What else can I do? This is what you do. You ask yourself, what do I have left? I still have the letter. Yes, you do. The question you have to ask yourself is the letter worth anything? I'd say yes. It links you to Nazi loot. Unless what? Unless you don't care that the world learns it's Nazi loot because it isn't Nazi loot. And the only way you could be absolutely, positively sure that it isn't would be if... The only way you could be absolutely, positively certain that it isn't Nazi loot would be if the girl in the painting were you. Grandmother, are you Effie Stander? Are you God in Bliss? Stander. You pronounced it Stander, which, in a way, is right. In German, it means kickstand. Stander, Stander. Well, I've got guests coming, and you're in no condition to be here. I'd like you to leave now. Fly back to London, please. The burns on your arm. The one you said you got when London was blitz and your parents died. Your parents didn't die in England, did they? No, they did not. Think, Portia, where did they die? The letter said that your family's property in Heidelberg was seized from the Nazis. Stander, that isn't a typical Jewish name. I mean, it doesn't sound Jewish. So I'm going to say that you were half Jewish. Your father wasn't Jewish, but your mother was, which was a half too much in 1939. How does a Jewish girl growing up fleeing the Nazis become a subject of a painting of Randall Crawford? Grandmother, give me a hand here. I'm a little bit shocked. Understandably. Randall Crawford was my father's best friend. They met when my father was studying English at Oxford. I spent nearly every summer holiday of the first 11 years of my life in England. Father was an English professor at the University of Heidelberg. I was fluent in English by the time I was 5. Mother was Polish, father was German. Say something. What? Say something in Polish. No, say something in German. Auf Wiedersehen. What does that mean? It means that you have to go. Please tell me about your arm. All right. Mother knew it wouldn't be safe for the Jews once Hitler came to power. She begged Father to leave Germany. Randall liked him too, but Father wouldn't go. He loved Germany and hated Hitler. He wouldn't leave, but he let us go. We went to Poland, where my mother's family was from. And I was to learn many, many years later that your great-grandfather was taken away in the middle of the night to a camp for political prisoners called Dachau. Soon became a different kind of camp. Your arm? We were forced to work in an ammunition factory, but the Germans were thorough. They found out we were choosing. Well, it was Auschwitz then, and you know what happened there. At Auschwitz, you went left or you went right. Right, you lived. Left, you died. Mama went left. I went right. Michael went left, too. Who was Michael? My twin brother. The other, God in Bliss. He had a cleft palate, so he was selected to die, but I was selected to live. I was given a number, and it was tattooed here. It's still there beneath the burn mark. Number 41754. How did you burn your arm? The Allies were approaching. The Germans wanted to cover their tracks, so the killings increased. Only the Helens couldn't keep up. Big pits were dug in the woods. One day, my entire block was emptied. We were loaded into trucks. The trucks were driven out into the woods, and they backed up into the pits, and we were herded into those pits. There was so much confusion. The Germans, normally so methodical in their killing, couldn't keep water. I was shoved into a pit, and I scrambled. Oh, I don't know where the strength came, but I scrambled right out into the other side. I made it back into the barracks. I hid beneath some dead bodies. There were bodies everywhere. And I fell asleep. Can you believe it? I fell asleep. When I woke up, the Allies were there. Here I am. children's camp? Because my mother didn't tell them that we were twins.
Why?
I don't know. The soldiers were there. They were shouting, "Zvelinge, Zvelinge!" Twins. And my mother said nothing. She just pulled us closer to her.
But why did you?
I don't know. Maybe they thought they could get some work out of me. I don't know.
How old were you?
I was 15. Michael was 15. You have to go. You've got a plane to catch.
But what if I want to stay?
You have to go.
Grandmother, there's so much I want to learn about you.
Portia, I couldn't save my father, my mother, my brother, my daughter. I can't save you either. Now go!
I'm scared. You ever get scared?
Never. I'm fearless.
Because you're strong.
Be strong.
It's not that easy. I can't just be strong. I don't know how.
Of course you do.
Tell me. You lived through so much terror and death and loneliness.
Loneliness.
I feel so alone, Grandmother. Do you ever still feel alone?
Sometimes, but not so much. You and Philip and my work, it helps. Portia, I don't wish to advise you. It's not my way, but there is one thing you might want to consider.
Tell me.
The universe owes you nothing. Go back to your life in England and make of it what you will.
I miss my mother and father so much that it hurts. When will this aching stop? This empty place inside me. Tell me what to do.
Well, I would avoid extortion attempts. You're really no good at that. Honestly, what were you thinking? Now, go back to your life in England.
May I come back? Grandmother,
Yes.
so there must be another painting.
You're such a clever girl.
Here's the one of you, but where's the one of your brother, Michael? And wait, where did you find this one?
I found it in a hotel lobby in Argentina in the early 1950s. The owner of the hotel said that a German man, an immigrant, sold it to him to cover his hotel bill. You see, after the war, Argentina welcomed fleeing Nazis with open arms. I bought the painting from the hotel owner, and the name of the man who sold it to him, and passed it along to some contacts of mine who specialized in bringing war criminals to justice.
Carolyn Kendall, humanitarian, philanthropist, art lover, Nazi hunter.
That's a story for another time.
So the painting of your brother?
I asked Randall, it was never painted. Remember how I told you that he had a cleft palate?
Yes.
Well, he refused to be painted. In fact, he was really photographed.
So where was he?
Randall told me that Michael was the sparkle in my eye.
I like that.
Me too. Now go.
I am not a professional actor. What you are about to see is third generation in law enforcement was the arresting officer. As a rookie on the force in the Vermont State Police Arts Division, I had never before seen an out-of-control playwright until that night, March 4th. I responded at exactly 7:03 p.m. to a radio call that an arranged playwright, male, or possibly masculine and female, Caucasian, or possibly a light-skinned African-American, Asian, or a Native American, weighing approximately 230 to 130 pounds, had holed himself up in Dipton Center for the Arts, a known hangout for local offenders. He was rumored to be armed with a pretty heavy invective. He had been holed up in the theater all day and had been seen in the upstairs of the theater abusing the Xerox machine. There had been several rounds of furious writing. He claimed to have a new monologue and was wild enough to deliver, no matter how unprovoked. It was my duty to stop him. I hoped to do so without using undue force.
Nada! Fine! Marinate!
I knew from my course in subduing hostile individuals that I first must establish rapport and trust. Hey, I know you. I saw one of your plays at the Flynn Center. I thought it showed promise.
The fucking promise they said I didn't keep. That's why they tell you a promise, so that way they can take it away.
My only hope was to get him to turn his back so I could get the cuffs on him and get him out of the theater. Hey, man, tonight looks pretty dark, but it can only get better. Right, man? Sometimes you need to touch bottom in order to feel solid ground.
Terra firma. Terra firma. I'm not scraping bottom, man. I'm living it. I'm scraping up the remains of my NEA. My life is marinade, which translates to shit. Undiluted shit.
I feel the same way, man. But I hang it up after my shift. I go home to my family. Your family can be your oasis, your shelter from the cold.
I want to weep.
Go ahead. Let it out. Even if it is unmanly.
Now I can't even pee. I'm prostrate with prostate. Unspilled seed turned toxic. Bile. I can't come. I can't go.
Suspect is beginning a monologue. It's the one about his deadly dick. Could I have some reinforcements? This situation's going to explode. I don't know how long I can contain him, although... Oh. I think he's beginning to warm up to me. I think I have his trust. Do you want to make a phone call? You're allowed one phone call. To a buddy?
I had a friend once, but he went to the O'Neill without me. But I didn't resent him. He resented me.
Well, maybe if you picked up the check once in a while.
With what? I was turned out by a McKnight. I was living in Minneapolis in winter. You know what I considered doing? I considered teaching.
Oh!
But instead I met a woman with money.
Oh. You found love?
She had a printer and a laptop. I wanted love. Love is the cure, so they say.
Suspect is becoming maudlin and trite.
Anytime anyone ever gives me anything, I turn them away. Anytime a woman shows any interest, I just shove them aside. I can't even look at a naked woman from behind anymore.
The suspect is firing off indiscriminately at everyone in his life. He's warming to a theme which is rife with self-pity. And from my training, I can only assume has homophobic and homophilic tendencies.
Oh, why don't you just go fire your hot gun?
Nothing has happened yet that would get you in real deep. You might not even have to do time. You might get off with being suspended. We could still just go down to the hub, have a beer, talk things over.
I can't take it anymore. I'm on fire. I can't pee. I can't screw. I can't sleep.
Yeah, but I bet you can still work through the night.
Oh, thank God, for I've been caught by surprise by the sunrise.
Suspect is falling back on cheap rhyme. He may fall back on his false but facile habit of alliteration. Calling 1011, a 1011. antisocial. There was no way of knowing until that night of March 4th that he would finally snap. Please stand back. We don't want any of you to be hurt. Drop it! Drop the script! Drop the script!
My life is shit! There's nothing! But I can still make it beautiful. So they say, I can go to Ontario and give a state freedom!
No! I never wanted to draw my weapon, but he left me no choice. The new technical director was very clear on that. Always cap it at a monologue, never let it become a full performance. He never had an opening night. He was dead on arrival.
I always wanted to be a post-human success. Everyone loves a dead playwright. Well, gotta fly.
Hey, Justin, last time you broke my gun.
Hi, I'm Allie Pacers. I'm doing a scene from a play, Blast to the Future. The scene's called Mark and Marie, and my actors are Alana and AJ. Hi.
Don't touch me right now.
I like to touch you.
Just don't.
Was it really bloody?
Stop it.
Did you shoot him in the heart or in the face?
Please stop it.
Right in the back of the head.
Christ, I can't do anything about this.
Mark, sweetie, you're shaking. No? I know a better way to warm you up.
No, I'm shivering, not shaking. It has nothing to do with being cold.
Well, this is an unpleasant change of character. Since when have you been wanting to refuse a woman?
Since you can't stop thinking about that guy's brains splattered all over the wall.
Said you did shoot him in the back of the head.
Christ, I can't even look at you.
Oh, Mark, you shouldn't have said that. You've been a very bad boy. You've done very bad things. And I'm not telling you.
Yeah, you do that.
I'm calling the cops.
Go right ahead. Are you fucking nuts?
Relax, I was just playing.
I'm not in the mood for games.
You're no fun, you're uptight.
No, I wouldn't have done this for anybody but you.
I know. That's why I asked.
What do you mean?
I mean, I can get you to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Mark, are you mad at me?
What?
Because if you are, I bet it can make you smile.
Just please leave me alone. Let me freak out in peace.
Oh, you're not freaking out. I've seen you freak out, and this isn't it.
Oh yeah, when?
Like the first time you met Daddy? I saw that. God, that was so funny.
And you're laughing at my pain?
Don't I always?
Are you laughing now?
Kinda. Mark, do you feel like talking about it?
When does it ever matter if I want to talk?
It doesn't.
Well then, for the record, I don't want to talk about it.
Then why'd you do it?
You know why.
I don't. Tell me.
Because you're so damn manipulative.
Oh, you always know just what to say.
It's an acquired talent.
Did you bring the body back?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's in the trunk.
Did you clean him out?
Yes.
What?
Nothing.
Mark, we have to discuss this.
Just... Why do I have to kill him?
It's a long story.
What? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I just shot a complete stranger, and you can't tell me I think I at least deserve that.
Okay, you really want to know?
I believe that's what I just asked.
You promise not to freak out.
Okay, I promise.
Daddy shot Wallace.
What? What?
You promised!
No. Yeah, but you can't just blurt something out like that. You mean Wallace isn't Governor Lou Wallace? Please, trying to say is that first time, your father was a lucky shit with a good lawyer, and I don't understand how he could be so stupid as to do it again.
My father's not stupid.
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Anyway, he was moving some goods, and I guess Wallace came down to talk to him.
Oh, wait, he was doing it on the
Would you
hotel
please
again?
let me get 2 words in? Wallace came down to talk to Daddy, and Daddy just whipped around and shot him. He didn't know what he was doing. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
What's gonna happen to him then?
Well, there was this other guy who came in as soon as Wallace hit the ground. And he couldn't even see him because he ran away before Daddy could. Anyway, he went to the district attorney.
What's his name? Royce? Why didn't he go to the cops?
I guess he just didn't feel safe there. He was going to the cops tomorrow.
But
Something happened to him.
oh, wait, let me guess. The witness, tall man, mid-40s, rather thin, with a pinkish tint to his gray matter.
No, actually, he was killed in a car wreck yesterday.
Then who did I kill? No, don't tell me. Royce? Royce? The fucking district attorney?
Will you calm down? The neighbors will hear you.
I don't give a fuck if they hear. The cops will be swarming all over this place. How many years is that, Marie?
None, because you won't get caught.
Well, that's easy for you to say. Why didn't you pop them off yourself? Or better yet, why didn't you need your daddy to hire one of his thugs to do it?
Mark, I thought I explained this to you earlier.
Well, my memory fails me, Marie. Please tell me.
It's too dangerous to send the same people after 2 different guys. Anyway, I need you to get something off the body. It has to do with security measures.
What? Keys or something?
Not exactly.
And what?
Okay. Royce practically spent his entire budget on security measures for these papers. He bought a retinal scanner, Mark.
Retinal scanner? What the hell could you want off the... No. I am not ripping apart any dead bodies.
Please, Mark.
No, this is sick. This whole thing is sick.
Why are you so pissed off?
Why? You're asking me to do a sick, twisted, immoral
You
act.
already killed a guy. Isn't that sick, twisted?
You know what I mean.
Anyway, you don't believe in a God or an afterlife, so why should you care?
There is more punishment to a soul than God or an afterlife. Haven't you ever felt guilty for anything?
Of course, but in time it passes.
I don't think you understand. I really don't think you do.
Please, Mark. I'll make it worth your while.
It's not gonna work this time.
You always say that.
I mean it this time.
Yeah, right.
I have to get out of here.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yes.
Wow, a packed bag and everything.
Yep.
Well, I can't let you go, Mark.
You can't stop me, Marie.
Mark!
What? Jesus!
I can't let you go.
Now, Marie, you're not gonna shoot me.
Oh, no?
What would your father say?
can't.
Why not?
Well, I can't on account of, I'm protecting someone.
You're protecting someone? Oh, then you really didn't do it.
No, I did it. I shot him, all right. And I meant to kill him. And I was aiming for his heart, but I missed, and I got his stomach instead. Anyway, I'm just gonna take my punishment and go to jail.
Babe,
Don't worry, Meg. Jail's gonna be a relief for me. I won't have to live with Zachary anymore.
what did Zachary do to you? Did he hurt you?
Oh, please, Meg.
Did he hurt you? God damn it,
Of
babe!
course he did!
Why?
I don't know. He just started hating me. I guess it's because I couldn't laugh at his jokes anymore. I'd just fall asleep listening to his voice. We'd be sitting at the dinner table and he'd say something like, "Pass the gravy," or "This roast beef is too damn bloody." And then I'd be out like a light.
Babe, this is very important. I need you to tell me what happened right up until you shot Zachary.
I told you I can't because I'm protecting someone.
Babe, you have to tell someone. Why? Because it's an important human need to talk about our lives.
Well, I guess I would like to talk to someone.
Then tell me, please.
All right. Well, you remember Cora's youngest boy, Willie J?
The one that we used to pay a nickel to run down to the drugstore and get us a cherry cup?
Yeah, well, he had this dog, and they couldn't afford to keep him anymore, so I told him that I liked dogs and that he could bring them over anytime that he wanted.
Uh-huh.
So, Willie J brings over this scrawny, cross-eyed old thing, and well, I asked him what they called it, and he said they just called it Dog.
Uh-huh.
So I liked it, and I told him that we'd keep the name. And I told him that he could come over anytime that he wanted and see Dog anytime that he wanted. And well, his face kind of lit right up. And well, I sort of started feeling something for him. Anyway, so Willie J kept coming over and over. And eventually, you know, stuff started up.
No, babe, I don't know what starts up.
Like stuff. Like sex like that.
Willie J is a boy. A young boy about this tall.
No. He's taller now. He's 15 now. But when you knew him, he was only, 7 or 8.
15? Babe, he's a black boy. A colored boy. A Negro.
Well, don't you think I realized that, Meg? Anyway, that's why I had to protect his reputation.
I am amazed, babe. I am really completely amazed.
Anyway, so we go out back to the garage, and we,
Yeah,
you know.
I get the picture. Can we get back to the story to yesterday when we shot Zachary?
So Willie J and I had just finished, you know.
Yeah.
And we were sitting on the back porch, and we were just playing with Dog. And then Zachary came around the house, and he startled me, and he said to Willie J, "Hey, you boy, what you doing?" And I said, "He ain't doing nothing." But before he could get up and leave, Zachary slapped him right across the face, and he fell down the front porch steps and skinned his knee really bad on the hard concrete. Anyway, so he got up and ran away, big tears rolling down his eyes, and Dog followed right after him. You know, after that, I don't remember too much clearly. Well, I remember getting up, and I went into the living room, and I opened the Davenport, and I pulled out the drawer, and I took out the burglar gun, and I brought it up to my ear. And I wanted to kill myself. But then I realized I didn't. I didn't want to kill myself. I wanted to kill Zachary because I wanted to live. And then I heard Zachary come into the house, and I waited for him to come into the living room, and I held the gun up, and then I pulled the trigger. I was aiming for his heart, but I got his stomach instead. It's funny. I really did that. Professor Bear. I'm so glad to see you.
And glad to see you, Miss March. No, you have a party.
Oh, no, we haven't. Only the family. My sisters and friends have just come home. They're all very happy. Come in and meet one of us.
If I shall not be Monsieur Dutroux, I will gladly see them all. But at first, you, Miss March. You have been ill, my friend.
Not ill, but tired and sorrowful. We've had trouble since we saw you last.
Yes, I heard. My heart was very sore for you when I heard that. You got my message, yes?
Yes, Mom.
Good. And you did not plan my coming to see you here. You're home.
Oh, no. I want you to meet my father and my mother and all my friends. Please sit down.
Thank you. I have missed you very much, Miss March.
I've missed you too.
I came to tell you that I have a way open to me by which I can make my bread and give my younglings much help.
Tell me, please. I should like to know all about the boys.
That is so kind. I gladly tell you. My friends find for me a place in a college where I can teach as at home and make enough to make the way smooth for Franz and Emile. For this I should be happy, should I not?
Indeed, you should. How nice it will be to have you doing what you like and be able to see you often, and the boys.
Yes, we shall not meet often, I'm afraid. This place is at the best.
So far away.
Hearts, dearest, why do you cry? Have I...
Because you're going away!
Ach, me Gott, that is so good. Joe, I have nothing but much love to give you. I came to see if you could care for it. May I be more than a friend? May I? Can you make a place in your heart for old Fritz?
Oh, yes, Friedrich.
Ah, she gives me the name that no one speaks since Mina died.
I always call you so to myself. I forgot. But I won't unless you like it.
Like it? It is sweeter to me than I can tell. Say thou also. I shall say that your language is almost as beautiful as mine.
Isn't thou a little sentimental?
Sentimental? Yes, thank God. We Germans believe in sentiment. We keep ourselves young in it. Your English you is so cold. Say thou, my students. It would mean so much to me.
Well, why didn't thou tell me all this sooner?
Now I will have to show you all my heart. And I so gladly will, because thou must look after it hereafter. I had a wish to tell you all this. Then I said goodbye to you in New York. But I thought the handsome friend Laurie was betrothed to thee, so I spoke not. Wouldst thou have said yes then, if I had spoken?
I don't know. I'm afraid not, for it didn't have any heart just then.
But that I do not believe. Ah well, die erste Liebe ist die beste. But that I should not expect.
Yes, first love is the best. So be contented, for I've never had enough. Laurie was only a boy. Soon got over his little fancy.
Good. And I know that thou givest me all. I waited so long, Joe. I'm grown selfish, as thou wilt find, Professor.
Professor, I like that. Now tell me what brought you at last when I most wanted you.
This.
How could
found this little poem of yours by chance. You remember it. It's called In the Garret. And it begins, 4 little chests, all in a row, dimmed to dust and torn by time. There's a particular verse that seems to call to me. Read it and find it, please.
I know the one you mean. It begins, Joe on the neck of the lid, scratched and worn, and within a motley store, with headless dolls and schoolbooks torn, birds and beasts speak no more. Spoils of our home from fairy ground, only trod by youthful feet. Dreams of the future never found, memories of the past still spent. Half-writ poems, stories wild, April letters warm and cold. Diaries of a willful child, hints of a woman, early old. A woman in a lonely home, hearing like a sad refrain. Be worthy, love, and love will come. The fall of the summer rain.
That is it, my Joe.
It's such bad poetry. But I felt it when I wrote it. Once, when I was very lonely, I had a good cry on the back. I never thought it would go where I can tell tales.
Let it go. It has done its duty. I will have a fresh one when I read the rest of the little brown book, and then she keeps her secrets. Yes, I read it. And it said to me, she has a sorrow. She is lonely. She will find comfort in true love. I have a heart full, Joe. Full for her. And I said to myself, if this is not too poor a thing to give for what I shall hope to receive, then take it in God's name.
So you came to find that it's not me, but the one precious thing I need.
I had no courage to think that at first. Heaven say kind was as your welcome to me. But soon I began to hope. And I said, I will have her. I die for her. So I will. Joe, have you patience to wait a long time? I must go away and do my work alone.
Yes. Anyone do. When we love one, that makes all the rest easy to bear.
Thou givest me so much hope and courage, and I have nothing to give back to you but a full heart and these empty hands.
But I can.
Hello, my name is Eric. My scene is from a play that I wrote called Contingency, Life, Love, Sex, YouTube, available at Amazon.com. My actors are Lauren and Zoe. Thank you.
Why did you shoot mine?
Why did you have sex with him?
I was jealous of you two, of what you two shared.
Thank you for your honesty. To be honest, though, I knew about you too. Mike got really trashed and drunked out of me at 3 a.m., begging me to come over. I came, and he sobbingly confessed the whole thing. It was almost cute, though, because through his drunken sobbing, he confessed his undying love and asked me to marry him. Told him I'd think about it and let him know tomorrow. He woke up in the morning and didn't remember a thing.
Would you have married him?
No. Mike wanted a family. 3 kids, 2 girls, a boy, and a golden retriever, but I lost my ability to reproduce when I was 14. Got pregnant. I heard one of my friend's older brothers was a doctor, so I called him up. Turns out he was only a med student, but I was desperate. I paid him $50 to take it out of me. I ended up hospitalized with an infection that should have killed me, but left me sterile instead. I never told Mike. I couldn't. He wouldn't want to live with someone who couldn't bear his children, and he shouldn't have to.
I'm sure he would have been happy with the golden retriever.
I wish I could see things the way you do sometimes.
How did you know he was going to hurt me? How did you know?
I didn't know, but I heard the whole thing. I came in through Mike's window a few hours after we broke up. Sam's friend Jason called me because he wanted to hook up, and I finally realized what Mike was saying about guys coming out of the woodwork to get a piece of my ass. I didn't want to deal with that shit again. I went back to bed to hopefully convince Mike to take me back.
But why'd you shoot him? The gun's threatening enough without actually pulling the trigger.
When I heard him pushing up against the wall, I snapped. It was my past all over again. I saw my father. After years of therapy and post-traumatic counseling, it was too much. He was doing to you what my father did to my sister.
Not to sound unappreciative of you saving me and all, but why?
It was too much. I couldn't deal with it again. I couldn't wait for it to surface for a second time because I couldn't deal with it for another time around.
So you weren't saving me, per se, you were saving your sister.
I saw something in Mike, and that's why I broke up with him. I saw something in him that I couldn't deal with. I saw my father, but I shrugged it off and I was ready to come home again.
You're gonna kill me, Jenna?
Because I shot my sister.
Because if I live, you're going to jail.
I'm not going to jail. One of us is going to die.
It should be you. After everything you went through, you made all the wrong decisions. You chose to shoot first and ask questions later. Because of you, 3 people lost their lives. It's never acceptable to take another person's life, regardless of the circumstances. But I've learned something. I've learned that the world and its splendor is a miserable fucking place. I understand it all now. The meaning of life and the answer to the eternal question. To die. Why? Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
This is my scene from My Play Pretty Boy. My actors are Lana and Brittany.
Are you Juanita there? Who's asking?
Just answer the question.
Yes, I'm Juanita. But my friends Call me Beulah.
I ain't your friend.
I think I know who you are. Yeah, not just by your tone, neither. Jesus, I don't see what that man sees in you. I thought you'd be prettier. No offense.
I came for the money.
I know why you came.
Then go get it so I can get out of here. I've got a train to catch in an hour.
Well, look at that. 2 robins right outside my window, right here in downtown KC. Think of that. One of them's pregnant.
Birds don't get pregnant. They lay eggs.
Well, the eggs gotta come from somewhere, don't they?
I suppose. Have you ever seen a robin's egg? They're about this big. Tiny little thing. We used to keep chickens. You can't tell when a hen's about to lay and when she ain't. Well, other than the squawking.
You really can't?
No. But I ain't no specialist in bird company either.
He's a bad man,
That ain't his name. Charlie is a good man. He got backed into a corner, that's all. He did what he had to do. The stories he's got from Oklahoma, you know it's 60 days in jail if you don't have $10 in your pocket in some towns, and okay, well, it more depends whether you're the new face in town and if the sheriff don't like you. How many Okies you know with $10 in their banks? Never mind their pockets. Hell, we ain't even got pockets in OK. He had no money, no job, and a baby on the way. What the hell do you expect a man to do?
I heard chalk stories from
His name is Charlie.
I will call the man whatever the fuck
His name is Charlie.
Let me ask you something. Did he ever take you? Did you hear me? Well, I don't know what you mean. You ain't dumb. I know you know what
No,
I mean.
I don't.
Out. On the job?
No.
No. That's rough. When me and Chalk was thick, we was riding in an old Ford. We must have been out something. Shoot, what was it? Must have been gas or food, or maybe we even had a flat. We stopped in a lot of one-horse town and banks. We had George Virgo with us too.
I miss George.
I ain't finished. Yeah, you ain't the only one. Yeah, it was me, my sister Rose, George, Chalk, and I can tell you don't want to hear it. I understand you put y'all's past behind you, and I can respect that. But I know it will never be like it was for me and Chalk. There we go, bringing up history again. I could always tell he loved you. He had this, I don't know, look whenever he said your name. And it'd tear him to pieces to talk about you and your boy. Let me go with you.
Let me ask you something. Did Charlie, you know, did Charlie ever kill anybody?
No. Well, no one even helped me kill him.
I asked him once in a blue moon, but he always changed the subject. Are there worse things to do than take a man's life before it takes its course? I mean, I've been taught a lot of things in my life, and I've found them to be true. Hell, why can't heaven and God be any different? Suppose that we don't go nowhere. That it just ends. That there really is no one looking out for all of us. Not that there is no plan.
You and that pretty boy got a lot in common. You both talk all down when someone says something to put you in a sour mood. Want some booze?
I don't drink.
Well, look at that. The wife of a bootlegger bank robber don't drink. Well, I do.
I can tell there was something happened to him up there.
Honey, it didn't happen to him out there. There's been something different about Chalk since the pen.
What happened in the pen?
He met a dead man walking, and they kicked him in the ass, though it was all dead men walking.
What do you mean?
Remember that thing you were saying about being Charlie backed into a corner? Well, that argument don't hold much water, because if it was true, every Tom, Dick, and Harry could do the same things me and Chalk used to do. We's all backed into a corner. Tom's got us, and there ain't no way to stop it. And y'all can't buy more. Big Carl. That was the guy's name sentenced to hang. And while he was there, he had every guard in his pocket, but no way to stop the execution date. Charlie figured bank robbing was the best thing, because if he's got a date, he might as well go out and breach him. Sure, he used to say it to keep me from cutting off his marbles, but as much as he said it, and as much as I wanted him to mean it, he never did. God, when he used to hold me so tight till everything felt okay, and all the bad stuff that I did, all that nastiness and greed just melted away like that. I loved Chuck, but he never loved me. And as much as I wanted to love him, and as much as I did, the more he loved you. I know what will make me happy till my dying day. Do you? Anyway, let me go get the money.
Wait. One thing Charlie said he learned from the pen that he would never forget is that respect can't be taken, it can be given away. It can't. That it just had to be given. And that's the one thing Charles Arthur Floyd would understand.
Hi, I'm Rhiannon. My scene is from The Importance of Being Earnest, and my actresses are Marcy and Dawn Rose.
Hey, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Cicely Carter.
Cicely Carter, what a very sweet name. Something tells me we are going to be great friends. I like you already more than I can say. My first impressions of people are never wrong.
How very nice of you to like me so much after we've known each other such a comparatively short time. Pray sit down.
Oh, I may call you Cicely, may I not?
With pleasure.
And you will always call me Gwendolyn, won't you?
If you wish.
Then it is all quite settled, is it not?
I hope so.
Perhaps this might be a favorable opportunity for my mentioning who I am. My father is Lord Bracknell. You have never heard of Papa, I suppose?
I don't think so.
Outside the family circle, Papa, I am glad to say, is entirely unknown. I think that is quite as it should be. The home seems to me to be the proper sphere for the man. Certainly, once a man begins to neglect his domestic duties, he becomes painfully effeminate, does he not? And I don't like that. It makes men so very attractive. Cicely, Mama, whose views on education are remarkably strict, has brought me up to be extremely short-sighted. It is part of her sister. So, do you mind my looking at you through my glasses?
Oh, not at all, Gwendolyn. I'm very fond of being looked at.
You are here on a short visit, I suppose?
Oh, no. I live here.
Really? Your mother, no doubt, is some female relative of advanced years resides here also.
Oh, no. I have no mother, nor, in fact, any relations.
Indeed.
My dear guardian, with the assistance of Miss Prism, has the arduous task of looking after me.
Your guardian?
Yes, I'm Mr. Worthing's ward. In fact, I'm going to be his.
I beg your pardon?
My dearest Gwendolyn, there's no reason why I should make a secret of it to you. Our little county newspaper is sure to probably be back next week. Mr. Ernest Worthing and I are engaged to be married.
My darling Cicely, I'm afraid there must be some slight error. Mr. Ernest Worthing is engaged to me. The announcement will appear in the Morning Post on Saturday.
I'm afraid you must be under some misconception. Ernest proposed to me exactly 10 minutes ago.
It is certainly very curious, for he asked me to be his wife yesterday afternoon at 5:30. You would care to verify the incident, greatly so. I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read on the train. I am so sorry, dear Gwendolyn, if it is any disappointment to you. I am at 5:30.
It would distress me more than I can tell you, dear Gwen, if it caused you any mental or physical anguish. But I feel bound to point out that since Ernest proposed to you, he clearly has changed his mind.
If the poor fellow has been entrapped into any foolish promise, I shall consider it my duty to rescue him at once and with a firm hand.
Whatever unfortunate entanglement my dear boy may have gotten into, I shall never reproach him with it after we are married.
Do you allude to me, Miss Cardew, as an entanglement? You are presumptuous. On an occasion of this kind, it becomes more than a duty to speak one's mind. It becomes a pleasure.
Do you suggest, Miss Fairfax, that I entrapped Ernest into an engagement? How dare you? This is no time for the shallow mask of manners. When I see a spade, I call it a spade.
I'm glad to say that I've never seen a spade. It is obvious that our social spades have been wildly different. Are there many interesting walks in the vicinity, Miss Cardew?
Oh, yes, a great many. From the top of one of the hills quite close, one can see 5 counties.
5 counties? I don't think I should like that. I hate crowds.
I suppose that is why you live in town.
Quite a well-kept garden, this is Miss Cardew.
So glad you like it, Miss Fairfax.
I had no idea there were so many flowers in the country.
Oh, flowers here, Miss Fairfax, are as common as people are in London.
Personally, I can't understand how anybody who is anybody manages to exist in the country. The country always bores me to death.
This is what the newspapers are calling agricultural depression, is it not? I believe this is what the aristocracies are suffering very much from at present. It is almost an epidemic amongst them, I've been told. May I offer you some tea, Miss Fairfax?
Thank you. Detestable girl, but I require tea. Sugar is not fashionable anymore.
Cake or bread and butter?
Bread and butter. Cake is red. It's in the best houses nowadays. You have filled my tea with lumps of sugar, and though I asked most distinctly for bread and butter, you have given me cake. I am known for the gentleness of my disposition and the extraordinary sweetness of my nature. But I warn you, Miss Cardew, you may go too far.
To save my poor innocent trusting boy from the machinations of another girl, there are no lengths to which I would not go.
From the moment I saw you, I distrusted you. I thought that you were false and deceitful. I am never deceived in such matters. My first impressions of people are invariably right.
It seems to me, Miss Fairfax, that I am trespassing upon your land. No doubt you have many of the calls of a similar character to make in the name of... That was funny.
Written by Flip Wilson and myself. My actors are Warren, Andy, Michaela, and Bridget. Thank you and enjoy.
All I'm saying is it's wrong. I mean, if you read the book, he's insane. He's actually insane. He doesn't just go after livestock and windmills, which were quite costly and hard to repair. He goes after monks and farmers, and then gets the shit beat out of him for it. And the horse. They don't even describe the horse as sick as he is. In the book, he's a practical glimmering steed of Zion or something. Did you want inside or outside?
Oh, inside. Look, I have read the books, and I don't think he's crazy. I think he's just, you know, some guy who made a couple mistakes along the way. But I agree with you about the whole horse thing. I mean, they never get it right. The movies always screw it up. It's like Dracula. He never looks exactly like he's supposed to. There's only one movie that's exactly like the book.
You mean the one with Kanunu?
What? No. What and who is Kanunu?
Kanunu? Keanu Reeves. I thought you were talking about Dracula.
No, we're way past the Dracula thing now. I was just using it as an example, you know? Couldn't think of anything else. Wait, oh, you should do that, I want to suck your blood thing you do.
I will not perform for you.
I wouldn't want you to anyway. I mean, I'd probably just end up laughing my guts out or kicking you in the head for it.
Oh my god, are you gonna scream? I'm totally gonna scream.
Oh my god, is right. It's just our luck we get stuck with the Miley Cyrus rejects.
There you go again. Ascribing stereotypes.
Okay, what? Look, okay, maybe they're not rejects. Maybe they're just mentally handicapped.
From now on, I'm going to call you Judy.
Judy? Okay, what, Judy? I'm drawing a complete blank, man. What, punch Judy?
What I meant was... Can you guys be quiet? I'm trying to have a conversation. What I was trying to say is, you're Judy. Judge Judy.
Oh, of course. Judge Judy as my second guess. Yeah, well, and if you punch me in the face, I will definitely kick you in the head.
Don't punch me, punch them. They're the loud, obnoxious bitches.
Well, at least we're on the same page. my God, do you think they hurt us?
Well, at least you're not taking advantage of the fact that they're real bimbos.
Who's the Judy now?
Ready for the loop-de-loop?
What?
Cover your ears. Almost there. Almost.
Would you shut up? I'm losing my hearing! Oh. I'm starving.
Chili cheese corn dog and funnel cake?
Oh, sounds good.
I'll assume you're in character. No. Hi. Again. I'm Tom. This is a scene that I wrote as intended to be a short piece in itself. I call it Still Life. My actors are Nancy, Madeline, and Justin.
Okay, you can change. Hold on. What? Hold on, I'm not done yet. The pose was for half an hour. Right, but I'm not done. I thought we had an agreement.
What agreement? He asked, can I down for this one? I don't feel so good, and before I knew it, he was asleep on a pillow.
You could have said something. I'm done with this pose. I'm ready for the seated posture.
Can I see it?
Seated posture?
Can I see your work?
What?
It's nothing. It's just, I can see why people want to be done with it. I can't really blame you.
Excuse me? Can I see yours?
No.
And why not?
Because I think I have something here. I don't like showing unfinished work. And besides, I think this has potential, but it can't be reached in only half an hour.
Okay. So because I work quickly, my pieces are lousy, is that it?
I think art speaks for itself.
I'm sure it does, but you're not the only one here with a voice.
You're right. I'm not. So let's put it to a vote.
A vote? What? You against me? That'll solve everything.
No. You, me, and him. What do you think, Doug?
Hey, that's not fair. He still hasn't moved.
Doug?
Of course he's going to want to stay like that. Oh, shit. Language at your age.
Shut up, will you? He's dead.
Great.
What are you doing?
I wanted a sitting pose.
You're going to draw him?
Do you know people pay when they hear a sketch this from a body? It'll be like the crow.
You're right. But you forgot one thing.
What?
He was already dead during the last pose, and I wasn't finished.
We said half an hour.
I never agreed to that.
I said you're finished.
Why are we fighting?
Because you're an asshole.
No. Look, where is he going after this? Nowhere. We can use this as long as we want to. We don't have to pay him. We just take turns.
I don't think so.
And why not?
Because we've been over this already.
Oh, fine.
Where are you going?
Nowhere, but there's a dead body here. Someone should probably report it.
Report it?
You know, take proper steps.
You wouldn't.
And why not? You already moved him. I can't finish my drawing, so he's useless to me now. So I'm gonna go report the proper authorities.
You can't do that. Not if I report it first.
You have a nose that... Your nose is very big.
Yes, very.
Is that all?
I'm afraid your speech was a little short, my friend. You could have said, any number of things and varying the tone to fit the description. Let me give you a few examples. In angry tone, if I had a nose like that, I would cut it off. Friendly, the tip of it must get wet when you drink from a cup. I suggest a tankard. Thoughtful, I would put an awning over it for fear that its color may fade in the sun. Dramatic, when it bleeds, it must flow like the Red Sea. Admiring, what a sign for a perfume shop. Practical, well, there is one good thing for having a nose so big, it keeps your feet dry in the rain. There, now that you have an inkling of what you might have said if you were witty and a man of letters. Unfortunately, you are completely witless and a man of very few letters. Well, except for the 4 that spell the word fool.
Such arrogance from a uncouth barbarian who isn't even wearing gloves.
I'm not wearing gloves?
It does not matter.
I had a pair once, but I lost one, so I threw the other one away into a man's face.
Stupid lout! You ignorant baboon! You ridiculous ass!
What, delighted to meet you. I am Savignon de Cyrano de Bergerac.
You buffoon! Ah!
What is he saying now?
It fell asleep. I must move it. It needs its exercise.
What's the matter?
I have a cramp in my sword.
So be it!
I'll give you a charming little thrust. Poet? Indeed, sir, I am a poet. And to demonstrate, I shall compose an impromptu ballad while I fence with you.
A ballad?
You don't know what that is? Let me explain it to you. A ballad consists of 3 8-line stanzas with a 4-line refrain at the end. When I come to the end of the line of my final refrain, I will draw blood.
No.
No? Wait and see. The duel between Monsieur Bergerac and an imbecile at the Hotel de Beauchamp.
What is all that?
It's called the title. Wait. I'm thinking of how to begin. There. I have it. I take off my hat and discard it, and I slowly abandon my cloak. I draw my sword from its scabbard, preparing to put it to use. For the moment I stand here before you, elegant, calm, and serene. Prepare, impudent scoundrel. When I end the refrain, I draw blood. You should have avoided this battle. Now where shall I skewer your goose? In the side, beneath the sleeve of your doublet? Or the heart, beneath the ribbon you wear? No. I've carefully thought and reflected, and finally made up my mind. The paunch! That's where I've decided, when I end the refrain, to draw blood. I see you give ground as I press you, and your face is as white as a sheet. It's coward, and they know it suit you, as I dexterously carry the point that you hope to thrust to my entrails. Your efforts are doomed to be in vain. Prepare yourself now to be punctured. When I end the refrain, I draw blood. Refrain. Pray God, forgive your transgressions. The close of our combat draws near. First the couplet, then the faint, then the finish. When I end the refrain, I draw blood.
finish the slip.
Are you going to wear that sweater?
Look, don't worry about me. I'm not the one getting up on stage. And if I was, I won't be caught dead wearing a horrible bow like that.
Mother put it.
Look, they're gonna laugh you off stage again like when you crank the atom assembly. I didn't mean that. The one they're gonna laugh off stage is Mama. What? I said the one they're gonna laugh. Oh, come here. Look at this.
What made you say that about Mama?
Well, I heard them talking in the science office yesterday, Miss Hantley and Mr. Goodman. You know she's getting paid $12.63 to chaperone this thing tonight?
What were they saying?
Well, Miss Hantley was talking about Mama when she found out you were one of the top 5 winners. And Mr. Goodman asked what was wrong with Mama because she sounded crazy on the phone. And Miss Hantley said that she was crazy and always has been crazy. And she can't wait to see what she looks like after all these years. Miss Hantley said Mama's nickname used to be Betty the Loon.
You're hurting me.
See? She was just like you when she was younger and everybody thought she was a big weirdo. There, you look much better. Peter, you know if anybody ever stuck you in a pot of boiling water, I'd kill them, right? What do you call boiling the skin off the cat anyways? I call it murder. That's what I call it. They say it got hit by a car, and Janice just scooped it up, and before you could say bingo, it was screaming in a pot of boiling water. You know what they're waiting to see? Mama's feathers. That's what Miss Hanley said. Miss Hanley said Mama blabs as though she was Queen of England, as proper as can be. And her idea of getting dressed up to go out is to put on all the feathers in the world and go out as a bird. Always trying to get somewhere as a great big bird.
Mama, please. It doesn't matter.
I was up there watching her get ready, and sure enough, she's got all the feathers out.
You didn't tell her what Miss Hanley said.
Are you kidding? I just told her I didn't like them. I didn't think she should wear them, but I bet she doesn't listen to me.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? Do you think I'm going to be laughed out of school tonight with Chris Burns there and all? Oh, laughed right out. You and your electric hair, Mama and her feathers, and Miss Hanley splitting her sides. Oh.
Promise me you won't say anything.
Under one condition.
What?
Give Peter to me.
The taxi will be here any minute. I won't have all the stuff ready.
I mean it. Give Peter to me.
He belongs to all of us.
For me. All for me. Besides, what do you care now that you've got all those crazy plans?
Will you stop?
If you don't give them to me, I'm going to tell Mama everyone's waiting to laugh.
Oh, where are those typewriters?
I mean it! Give them to me!
Does he mean that much to you?
Yes!
All right.
Betty the Loon. That's what they used to call her, Betty the Loon.
I don't think that's very nice.
First they had Betty the Loon, now they have Tilly the Loon. Peter, you know I'd never trade you in for any crazy old plans. How much does it cost for a taxi from here to school?
Not much.
I wish Mom would give me the money for a taxi and for all the paint and cardboard and flower pots and stuff. The only time she made a fuss over me was when she drove me crazy. By the way, I went over to see Janice Vickery's pot, the one she did you-know-what in. And I started to tell her and her mother about the worms in Mr. Brown's legs. And I got thrown out because it was too near dinner time. That Miss Vickery kills me. She can't stand worms in someone else's legs, but she lets her own daughter cook a cat.
Tell Mom to hurry, please.
Anderson, and my actresses are Rose and Domrose. Thank you.
What may become a queen is to rule her kingdom. Had you ruled yours, I'd say she has her ways, I mine. Live and let them, and a merry world for those who have it. Now I must think this over. Sadness has touched your brain. I'm no witch to charm you, make no incantations. You came here by your own.
I see how I came. Back, each step the wrong way and each sign followed as you'd have me go, till the scheme picks up and we stand face to face here. It was you forced Bothwell from me. You there and always. Oh, I'm to blame in this too. I should have seen your hand.
It has not been my use to speak much or spend
How
my
could I
time.
have been mistaken in you for an instant?
You were not mistaken. I am all that I must be. One's a young girl, young and heroine as you are, and one with bitterness at what I've lost and can never have. And one's the basilisk you saw. This last stands guard, and I obey it. Lady, you came to Scotland, fixed and subtle and more dangerous to me than you can ever. This could not be borne. I set out to call you out and down you are.
When was I your enemy?
Your life was a threat to mine, your throne to my throne, your policy.
How? Why?
It was you. Do you know that? The one of us must win. I must always win. The Lords have got a heart with desire. Sign it and live.
If I sign it, do I live where I please? Go free?
Nay, I wouldn't mind, but you go to Bothwell. And between the two of you might be too much for Moray. You'll live with me in London. There are other loves, my dear. You'll find amusement there in the court. I assure you, it's better than
And if
stand.
I will not sign this application,
You could taste in prison. Try a diet of
and
it.
so I will. I will wait for Bothwell, and wait for him here.
Well, you will wait there in mind is for me to say. Give up Bothwell. Give up your throne. If you'd have a life like living.
I will not. This trespass against God's right shall be known. The nations shall know it, mine and yours. They shall see you as I see you, and pull you down.
Child, I've studied this gambit before I play it. I will send each year this posture to you. Not signing, you will step from one cell to another. Step lower always, till you reach the last, forgotten. Forgotten of men, forgotten among causes. A wraith that cries to gods of another generation that's lost your name. Wait then for Bothwell's rescue. It will never come.
I may never see him.
Never. It would not be wise.
Oh, and suppose indeed I won within this lifetime, still looking down from the heavens and up from men around us, God's spies that watch the fall of the great and little, they will find you out. They will see you as I see you, and I wait for that day. Wait longer than a lifetime, till men and the times unscroll you. Study the tricks you play and laugh, as I shall laugh, being known you're better, haunted by your demons, driven to death or exiled by you unjustly. Why will those diamonds my name, my careful, my name and heart to keep them clean? So win now, take your triumph now, for all win men's hearts in the end, though the sifting takes this 100 years or 1,000.
Child, you are gulled by what men write in history, this or that, and never true. I am careful, my name, as you are, for this day and longer. It's not what happens that matters, no, not even what happens that's true, but what men believe to have happened. What will be said about us for years after I control that being who I am? It will be said of me that I govern well and wisely. What of you, cousin, that your life, shot through with ill loves, battle and lechery, made you ensign?
Still, I win. This crooked track you've drawn me, cover. Let it not be believed that a woman was a fiend. Yes, cover it deep. Heap my infamy over it, lest men peer and catch sight of you as you were and are. In myself, I know you to be an eater of dust, so leave me here. woman can do that. Come, turn the key I beheld for you in my mind, and you will burn and feel it. Live with you back in soul. Once more I ask you, and be patient.
Give up your throne.
No, devil. My pride is stronger than yours, and my heart beats blood such as yours has never known. And in this dungeon, I've been here, alone.
Good night, then.
Ah, good night.
Beatrice. You will never see your maids again, I think. It is said that they bring news from the north.
I thank you for all your kindness.
My actors are Zach, Eric, Tom, and Justin. Enjoy.
Put these on. No, Agador. Victoria Page will not be doing the dance of the red shoes tonight. Or any other night.
Just these stockings?
Victoria Page is dead!
Just one stocking?
Are you trying to ruin me? Don't look at me, Omar! An hideous, fat and hideous. Oh, Agador, I'm in such pain.
I know, it will pass.
It will never pass. I hate my life. Don't forget to take those supplements.
Are you crazy? Do you realize that there's a packed house out there?
That's all I am to you, isn't it? Your meal ticket? It's all about you and your show. Not even our show, your show. Well, I want a palimony agreement, and I want it now.
Well, I don't have a palimony agreement on me now. Is tomorrow all right?
Don't use that tone on me. That sarcastic, contemptuous tone means you know everything because you're a man and I know nothing because I'm a woman.
You're not a woman.
You bastard!
Come on, take it easy.
Whatever I am, he made me. I used to be adorable once, young and full of hope. Now I'm this short, fat, insecure, middle-aged thing.
I made you short.
The number's almost over. Do I say Carmen over Starina?
Yes.
No, how dare you?
Do it.
No!
Surreal.
No!
Surreal.
Please, no! Don't give my number away. I'll be good. I promise. You'll see.
Okay. Put the Mambo number on. Tell Beatrice and Dante to stand by with the staircase. Go!
Oh, my hands are shaking. Agador, I need some Perrin tablets.
What? What are you taking?
One before the show and one after, but no more.
Thank you, my darling Agador. Give me a moment.
What are you doing? Why are you giving him drugs? What are Pirin tablets?
That aspirin with the A and the S scraped off.
No, my God! What a brilliant idea.
I don't believe this! You're just now shaving?
I didn't have time to wax. Indifference is the most awful thing in the world, Armand. I have yo-yoed from a size 16 to a 10 to a 16. I've lost and gained over 100 pounds in the last year, and you have never said a word.
If you don't finish making up, I'm going to kill myself.
You don't love me anymore, Armand.
Oh, shit.
There's a man in your life, isn't there? I've sensed it. And I saw a bottle of white wine chilling in the fridge. I only drink red wine, and so do you.
There's no man. I switched to white because red has tannins. Can't you see? There's 150 people out there waiting for you, waiting to applaud you, to applaud the great Starina.
What do you do while I'm on stage? Where do you go while I'm out there killing myself night after night for you? Go on, hit me. It's what you want to do, isn't it? Well, do it. Hit me. Hit me. No more, please. Are you all right?
I hurt my pinky.
Oh, Armand, forgive me.
No, forgive me, my little roundness, my little teddy bear.
Oh, say that you love me. Tell me you love me, please.
You know I love you.
Don't hurt me.
No.
My king.
My queen.
Ew. I'm on Spike TV now. Yes, please. I need shorts. Where is it green? You guys are part of the illusion. Hi! I'm Tom again. Kind of. And, I'm doing a scene from And Miss Reardon Drinks a Little. And my actresses are Katie Boone and Aaron Robertson. Robertson. Robinson.
Now, I want you to know, Anna, that we're all with you. We want you to rest, get better, and come back to us soon. We always say how much we miss you at the lunch table. You always had so much spirit and something funny to say. We don't have to talk about it anymore. we should get you a religious article or not. I said in times of need you would respect the gift of faith. And he said I was crazy. Anyways, he said, basically he doesn't believe that anyone believes in religion anymore. Which I do see the follow of religious conviction in children with my guidance sessions with them. It's not that they don't believe, it's just they don't know what to believe. Decided on getting you a nice gold cross with a chain. But he said if you were a religious person, you'd have plenty of them. And I said, I've never seen you wear any crosses at all.
I don't wear crosses.
It's just what I told Bob. I said, I have never seen you wear any crosses that you would appreciate a gift of faith. Which is why we finally got you what we did. It's so hard to believe in anything. I did a paper on this called Is God Dead? For my Commons and Modern Living course I took with Dr. Novinsky, who at the time his only problem was sailing, but he's dead now. And I called for topic, Is God Dead? I know, not original. But I thought it broke down, in a nutshell, the reason why everyone's so paranoid and schizophrenic is because man is not able to finally do what he only thought a God could do. In other words, with all these scientific miracles around us, we're looking for more bigger and brighter things to worship. You don't believe in religion at all?
Not since Mr. Fisher's puppy.
Mr. Fisher's puppy?
You know, Mr. Fisher with the mobile service station on Bay Street.
I don't use mobile. I go to the golf stations around the corner of Clove and Victory. They're giving mugs.
Anyway, Mr. Fisher with the mobile station had a puppy 2 years ago, and he doesn't have a puppy anymore.
I wonder what could be keeping Bob.
See, I was teaching at Jefferson, which was the opposite direction from where Catherine was. So I had to depend on this teacher, Faith Farber, a crippled teacher whose father was a Christian Scientist, which is the reason that Faith Farber is a cripple. Anyway, she was driving me to school, which used to drive me crazy watching her twisted legs search for the gas pedal.
My, you poor thing.
I had to watch the road very carefully because her reflexes were so bad that sometimes she'd put on the windshield wipers instead of the brakes.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
And one day we were driving by Mr. Fisher's gas station when all of a sudden this little puppy runs out right in front of us. But we stopped in time.
Oh my God.
And there was this cute little puppy staring at me in Faith Farber's suicide seat, and he's wagging his tail a mile a minute looking so grateful.
That's cute.
I'm not finished yet. Because then this little puppy decides to go back the way he came, which is right in front of me in the duck seat. And this big trailer truck comes zipping down the hill, and I scream, "No puppy, no puppy!" And the truck driver sees what's going on, and he jams on his brakes. But the front wheels come to a stop on the back half of this little puppy, squirting his guts out all across the road. And this little puppy's still alive, looking right at me, legs jammed out in front of him, and he's going, and I screamed, and the truck driver rolled forward, and the back wheels went over the head, paws, and the rest of this little puppy, and there was only this little wet spot on the road. And Mr. Fisher comes running out. Poor old Mr. Fisher, his wife died just the year before. Takes one look at what happened and passes out, banging his head on the concrete. That was the last day I wore crosses.
Oh, my. Yes.
there was a young lady who was pretty as a day in June, and a young man who stood by her side who was quick as a whip and handsome as a polo horse. They met in high school and fell in love on a merry day in May. And soon after, the young man knelt to one knee, took a diamond from his pocket, and won the girl's hand in marriage.
Excuse us, Mrs. Storyteller.
Moving right along.
Mrs. Storyteller.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, can I help you?
We didn't exactly meet in high school.
Oh, yes, you did. It says so right here in the book.
We met in a bar.
And we did it on and off for 5 years while she experimented with foreigners.
Oh, well, isn't that precious? Let's just say that you met in high school, okay? For our purposes, thank you.
Wait a minute. As I recall, you're the one who kept breaking it off.
What?
Yeah, and then you want me back the second I had a new boyfriend.
Well, you certainly didn't waste any time running into the arms of the first day who had an accident.
Shh! Can we not argue in front of the impressionable youngsters? Okay.
Never realized you were a racist.
I'm not. I was totally okay with the fact that you slept with black men.
You're assuming that racist automatically refers to African Americans?
Yeah.
Isn't that a form of racism in and of itself?
Madam, sir, fernando's labouches so I can get back to the story, okay?
By all means, don't let anything be silly like our issues get in the way.
Would you just play along? These children have ample enough opportunity to be disillusioned later in life. As I was saying, the bride soon set in on wedding preparations. They were to be married in a beautiful church.
Drive for chapel in Vegas.
With a reception at an old inn in Vermont.
Back room at the Stardust Lounge.
The bride put Martha Stewart to shame as she designed the reception down to the last detail.
Yeah, really sounds like you.
From the linen napkins to the centerpieces with purple freesia and Italian ruscus.
I think she was invited to someone else's wedding.
And why does she assume that the bride always has the tastes? Has it never occurred to anyone that the groom might want to participate? I mean, I worked my way through law school as a floral designer, which is how I know that freesia is all wrong for a centerpiece. Except maybe as an accent flower.
You're a floral designer?
Well, you have to base arrangement around a more substantial bloom, like a lily or an orchid.
Brad, is there something you want to tell me?
There's something I want to tell these children so they can get to bed at a decent hour. The story.
Huffy, huff, huff.
As I was saying, the 24-year-old. What's so funny?
She's not even close to 24.
Listen here, Buster Brown. This is whose story do you think this is anyway?
Ours!
Wrong. This is a fairy tale. I'm going for prototypes.
But
here.
I'm 35.
You're 24. In the story, you're 24. The average American woman gets married at 24.
How does that make him?
27? Why? How old is he really?
I'm the one that's 24.
Oh my God! Isn't that a little young to be getting married?
How come 24 is okay for me, but not for him?
You're a woman. You're supposed to be younger.
Jesus!
Hey, enough! The 24-year-old bride was whisked away in a horse-drawn carriage by her 27-year-old Prince Charming.
Ooh, whisked away where?
To the airport?
Which one?
The airport of Vermont.
There's one in Burlington and one in Montpelier.
How did you know that?
I majored in geography.
You
so
did?
which one was it?
The one where you took a direct flight to Hawaii where you went on your honeymoon.
Okay, this whole fairy tale is completely out of hand. Anyone knows that there's no direct flights from Vermont to Hawaii. You'd have to go through Logan or LAX or both. And anyway, I highly doubt they've left horses in the terminal.
For Christ's sake, what is wrong with telling the children a simple little bedtime story?
How many of these kids are going to live up to your version of the story? None. They can't. It's too much pressure. It's like why all Catholic women are messed up. You can't be a virgin and a mother. And Brad, I probably shouldn't have married you to begin with.
Shayna, how can you say that?
Probably gay.
What?
Oh, come on. How many spring male designers do you know?
That's what you thought you needed to be honest about?
Majored in geography. Listen, if we're talking averages here, most people don't get married in Vermont. Most people get married in their one-horse hometowns that have Walmarts and bad zoning.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's my point. Most people do get married in their hometowns. Most people cheat on their spouses or end up smoking or selling everything they own to get into a lousy nursing home.
Nobody is smoking anything here. There are children present.
God forbid we tell them that it is really
See,
She's got a point there, man. You're opening yourself up to multiple class action suits.
That's it. Do you want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? The whole enchilada, the proverbial hook, line, and sinker? Far be it for me to try to give these precious souls something to aspire to.
Do it. Come on.
I warn you, you will not be pretty.
We stand warned.
Oh, God. I'm such a pushover. Oh. Once upon a time, in a trailer park not too far away, lived a woman who drank a lot of bourbon, smoked a pack a day, and hung out in places where they threw peanut shells on the floor.
All right already.
And a young effeminate man who took it up the ass once by an eagle scalp, but since he was drunk and flew as they were 17, it only happened once. He still considered himself straight.
Hey.
The young man and woman met in a bar where, after one too many drinks, they went back to her place and hopped on the bed, what if you know what I mean. The woman, thinking she needed to legitimize the relationship for the encounter, tried to make a go at it with him. The man, to keep himself in the deep, dark closet, proposed to the woman, but since she was 35 months, face it, not getting any younger, she accepted the pathetic proposal, even though he often had a hard time getting a stiffy because he's really gay. The man offered to plan the entire wedding with his best friend, Steve, but the woman insisted on hiring a horse-drawn carriage to take them to the airport of Vermont, where they took 6 connecting flights to Vegas, where they were married by an Elvis impersonator. Afterwards, they went to a Stardust Lounge, where they bought all the bar patrons cheese balls and Budweiser. Upon returning to their own Weehawken, New Jersey, the man could no longer suppress his inner self. Took up with the drag queen from Soho. The woman, realizing she'd never be a mother, consoled herself with vodka and Xanax and died of a semi-accidental overdose 3 years later. The man, now 27, took up to wearing chaps and cowboy hats